The following summary is based on the writings of Alice Bailey and her teacher, Djwhal Khul.
In the esoteric philosophy of Alice Bailey, primarily detailed in The Destiny of the Nations, nations are viewed as evolving spiritual entities possessing both a soul and a personality. When looking at the United States and its political landscape, Bailey's writings outline a fundamental energetic tension that directly mirrors the dynamics of modern political polarization and institutional friction. 1. The core tension: soul versus personality. According to Bailey, a nation's stability and progress depend on whether it is acting from its spiritual soul or its lower personality forces. When applied to the intense political landscape of the U.S., her framework highlights two competing energies. The U.S. soul, the ray of wisdom/inclusiveness. The true spiritual destiny of the United States is to act as a grand fusing experiment, a collaborative, inclusive melting pot meant to demonstrate democratic principles and international synthesis. The U.S. personality, the ray of individualism/cleavage. Conversely, the lower personality of the nation expresses itself through intense individualism, materialism, and what Bailey termed cleavage: deep divisions, partisan separation, and lines of fracture. In this context, a severe political crisis is interpreted as a period where personality force dominates, temporarily hindering the divine purpose through institutional friction and societal division. 2. Corrupt politics as an impediment. Bailey explicitly named the specific anchors holding back the world's major powers from achieving true democracy. While she noted that Great Britain was held back by imperialistic tendencies and Russia by autocratic structures, she wrote that the United States is retarded by corrupt politics. From an esoteric perspective, this corruption isn't just financial or legal. It is a spiritual blockage where selfish, localized, or highly partisan personality interests override the holistic, inclusive will to good meant to serve the entire populace and the global community. 3. The purpose of crisis: purification. Though periods of intense political polarization and institutional instability are disruptive, the ageless wisdom tradition does not view them as entirely negative. Bailey wrote that these periods function as a necessary process of national purification. Even force which is turned to destructive ends can and does finally work towards good, for the trend of the evolutionary force is unalterable. A crisis forces hidden systemic flaws, deep-seated prejudices, and outdated political mechanisms to the surface. It acts as a pressure cooker that forces the collective consciousness to confront the lower personality traits of the nation, so they can eventually be integrated and transformed by the soul. 4. Moving toward true synthesis. For the United States to navigate its way out of structural or political gridlock, Bailey's text indicates that the consciousness of the populace must shift from the emotional plane to the mental plane, moving away from reactionary, fear-driven partisanship and toward an intelligent, cooperative focus on the common good. The ultimate goal of the country is to transition from an embryonic stage of democracy to a mature system defined by right human relations, true communion, and a shared responsibility for the whole.